Alright guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. So the title suggests you are your greatest threat to your family during shit hits the fan. Yeah. Got up this morning and my truck was completely dead, battery dead. Driver's side door open, ignition switch turned on with my truck keys and house keys in it. Yeah. I have a problem, and I've had it for years. So guys, it's embarrassing, but it is something that I deal with, and my wife has to keep an eye on for it because I do stupid things when I'm asleep. Only when I'm stressed, and I don't even realize I'm even stressed. I sleepwalk. I sleep cook. I apparently work on the car in my sleep. Yeah. So my ring cameras caught me last night. I should say about 2 o'clock this morning. The truck here, I've got that security problem. It's a GM problem. They're pieces of crap. I don't know why they ever put these security systems in. They shut off your fuel going to your engine as if someone had tried to steal your truck. And I have to do a bypass, but unfortunately I don't have the ohm resistors I need. I have to wait on Amazon to deliver it because there's no Radio Shacks anymore. So yeah, apparently there should be some footage up there for you guys. I came out and messed around with the ignition wiring on the steering column, messed around with the battery, and went back to bed at 2 a.m. Yeah, this is why I said you are your greatest threat to your family. I have no recollection of this, and it's because I sleepwalk. I've done it since I was a kid. I used to cook when I was stressed. I'd get up and I'd cook eggs, bacon, toast, put it on the table, and go back to bed without even eating anything. Yeah, danger right there. All right. My dad still tells me stories where he'd sit there and he'd get up and watch when I was younger, and he'd sit there and watch me do this, not make a sound. Looks like I'm completely awake, coherent, but I'm not speaking to anybody. I make the breakfast, set it down, and go back to bed. Fortunately, he was a light sleeper, and he'd hear me moving throughout the house because I'm unaware of what's going on. The reason I say this is a threat, guys, this only happens when I'm stressed, and I don't get stressed. It's my subconscious trying to work things out. It's a form of stress that way. I don't break out with hives and all that stuff. I don't freak out. I'm pretty mellow. The big issue is that I don't even know I'm stressed until I start sleepwalking again. You know. So let's just say shit has hit the fan. You got your stuff locked down, and you're stressing about your surroundings, people. You don't realize you're stressed. And let's say you decide to walk out the front door in the middle of the night, kind of like what is it, dementia and Alzheimer patients will wander. Fortunately, there's no insight as far as, you know, maybe I have Alzheimer's or, you know, anything like that. Nothing like that. It's just I've suffered this since I was a kid, and this time I caught it on camera. So something I want you guys to think about, if you got a habit of this, you know, or are you even aware that you might be doing this, set up some cameras inside your home, you know, kind of track your own routine, see what you're doing when you're asleep. As far as extra security protocols here at the house, I mean, I took down the whole lock bar, everything on our front door in my sleep, came out here, worked on the car, went back to bed. Yeah. Maybe I need to put a padlock on the inside and just give my wife the key she can wear around her freaking neck during shit hits the fan. Because what if I'm stressed? Don't even realize it, and I just leave the front door wide open during my sleep, and we're dead. It makes you really think about things, guys. So anyway, let's go inside the truck right fast. I'm going to show you what I'm working on. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get on in here. Yes, that is Leonard Skinner CD. All right, so our ignition system, we got 3 wires coming off, a yellow, orange and black, red and white. This feeds through the steering column, and this is where our bypass is going to go. Now, when I took everything off, this was already skinned back. This is the bypass here, guys. You split the yellow wire in 2, you tape that end off, you take this bottom one on your column, you skin this back right here, and you put a resistor between the two, 220 ohm resistor. When I took the column down, all the stuff, this was hard lined, wired in. Now, I have seen a video on YouTube where this guy does just like that, but the problem is someone already did the security bypass on this. I'm hoping that getting the correct resistor doing this fixes my problem, because when I turn on my key, my security light stays on solid. It doesn't flash. The flashing ones, you can wait 10 minutes and crank up the truck, and it's been doing that a couple times. And unfortunately, the other day when I came out here, she turned over, cranked, and ran for like 2 seconds, shut off. And every time I'd crank it, the exact same thing, but the security light stayed solid, which is telling me it's the VAT security. It's a modular that sits up underneath the dash, way up in there, and that's a $280 part. Now, everything I've done research on says I can take a 220 ohm resistor, connect right here between these 2 wires. If I have to relearn the program, the computer, that takes 30 minutes to do, and it should work. Everyone else's video is working. It's a 99 Chevy Tahoe. But apparently I came out here last night. I had to go through and make sure I didn't do any damage to anything. Apparently I just made sure all my wires were prepped for my arriving parts today. So that is that. Makes you think, guys. All right. That's a threat, and it's a threat people don't really talk about, think about. Most people that sleepwalk don't even know they even do it. This is one of the things when I was in the Air Force, I couldn't get a certain security clearance because of it. Also, I'm prone to sleep talk, and that hurts your security clearances as far as moving up and getting certain positions and stuff like that. So mine is documented. Usually I don't have a problem, but every once in a while, you know, I was pretty sure I did it when I woke up this morning and looked at everything, and I just didn't remember it. And my wife's like, babe, we got the security cameras, and I'm like, let's take a look at it. And yeah, there's me in all my glory walking around the truck, messing with the truck in the middle of the night. Good times. All right, guys, something to think about. That's a whole new type of prep, right? Speak to you guys later.